What's going on, guys? It's Johnny God back again, once again, with another video for you guys. If you're new, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Doing this cash giveaway, giving out 3 cash prizes. So if you want some easy money, you better just hit that subscribe button. Now let's just jump right into this chapter review. And there's a lot of things, like so many things I like about this chapter. But what I want to address is that if you notice, there's a lot of My Hero Academia haters. It's just how it is. If a series gets so big, people just want to hate on it just because it's famous. And I was talking to this dude, and he was like, "Oh, you know what? If Bakugo and Todoroki beat this villain, it's gonna be so lame because kids shouldn't be beating these villains." And I'm like, dude, that guy's obviously a fodder, dude. He's obviously just some random villain. So it's not a big a deal if fucking OP ass Bakugo and OP ass Todoroki beat this guy. And he was just not having it. And look, Horikoshi's just such a good writer. Look how the situation turned out. That yes, the villain got defeated, but it was revealed that he wasn't even a strong villain. His quirk was just to control carbonated water, and on top of that, that villain only served as a purpose to further how dangerous the fucking Liberation Army is, because it turns out that the Liberation Army made these supply gear for these villains, and it turns out that they're just keeping an eye on these villains. They're just giving these support items to the villains and keeping data, and basically just to see how heroes fight. And when basically when if the villains get defeated, they get destroyed, not leaving any evidence traced into the Liberation Army. Now, that's dangerous, guys, because I feel like the Liberation Army is slowly gathering up data on these villains, on these heroes, I mean, and possibly getting better and better at making these support items to a point where they might be even making support items better than the heroes. That's a dangerous start right there. So even in the end, if look at it like this, they can basically make weak ass villains, fodder ass villains, like the villains we saw in this chapter, basically way stronger with some better support items to combat the fucking heroes. So that's a very dangerous thought, and I really like how Horikoshi, because if you're looking at it at a simple point like that guy was, you're not gonna think about that. You're not gonna think in your head that maybe this is what the Liberation Army wants. That maybe the Liberation Army wants these fodder villains to just be defeated, just so they can see the quirks of the fucking heroes, and basically think about ways to counteract those quirks, and basically make support items to defeat fucking the hero quirks. That's a very dangerous thought, and a lot of people, they're not thinking on the level that Horikoshi is. And I really like how Horikoshi proves in this chapter that you can't look at things so simple. Another thing I want to jump onto is, oh my god, dude, I just love how we're just going into the League of Villains. I just really love this so much. Like, I've been wanting this for so long, and I've thought about this before, that the new villain, I don't know how to say his name, but he was a predecessor of All For One. He was hyped up. He was said to be strong. He said to be super strong. So I was wondering, like, is he just gonna bow down to Shigaraki? Is he just gonna be like, okay, All For One, since you want me to be Shigaraki's partner, am I just gonna allow that, even though I'm probably way stronger than him and stronger than the other villains? And it turns out he's having some problems. He's like, these guys are weak as fuck, man. Like I beat the fucking it straight look like he just beat the whole League of Villains, guys. Toga's on the ground. Fuck it, everyone's knocked out. Shigaraki's just standing there like, damn, like, what am I supposed to do? Like, what am I supposed to do? Dude, and I just love the line that Twice said, dude. Like, Twice is probably one of my favorite villains in this show. Twice is on the floor, and he's like, have mercy on me, please. And then like a second later, he's like, come at me, bro. Like, come at me, bro. You bitch ass nigga, come at me. Even though this nigga already got his ass beat. Like, oh my god, I really love Twice so much. Like, he's definitely one of my favorite villains. But after we address the villains and the Quirk Liberation Army, let's talk about the fight with Bakugo. No. I need to hold up a second, because the so basically the guy in the League of Villains, right? That helps them. Basically, the guy who recruited Toga and Dabi are basically captured by the Quirk Liberation Army. Now, you gotta think to yourself, what can this lead to? And basically, I think that this guy might just die. I think he might just die because I don't see a reason why he would be kept alive. He knows the identity of the Quark Liberation Son. He knows that he's actually he's actually a CEO. So I don't think he wants to keep him alive because he can snitch and get him arrested. And it looks like he's not complying because he says if you the underworld broker, he's like, if you want to ask me where the members are, try asking yourself where you went all wrong in life first. So this guy's being a smartass, even though he got his ass beat. So I don't see he's not complying. So I see him easily dying, and if he dies, I'm gonna be kind of shocked if he dies because I like him. We didn't see him a lot, but I like the idea that he's like a fucking he's like a mafia boss. Not really like a mafia boss. I just like how he's a sneaky guy. He can probably get you hookups on all the drugs and all the shit you're not supposed to have. Maybe some, I don't know, some weapons that are illegal, stuff like that. I like the idea of that. So I'd be kind of shocked if he died right here. And if he does die, that would only lead to that only show really that the Quark Liberation Army is not playing around with the League of Villains. Shit, this can go so many ways. And if he does die, how will Shigaraki feel about that? If he does die, that will be like, I feel like Shigaraki will be super pissed about that. I think that would be all out, full on war with the Quark Liberation Army. And if that was the case, that would pretty much be the proof that really this might just be a fucking villain arc, guys. It could be that the heroes might not even play that big of a part in this. I like that idea. I really hope it goes that way, where really it's just the Quark Liberation Army versus the League of Villains, and to the point where Shigaraki is kind of switched to the main character for a little bit. I would love that. If it doesn't turn out like that, that would be cool. Maybe Deku still is involved, maybe somehow. I don't know where the heroes exactly fits into this arc really, but either way, as long as we just get some more Quark Liberation Army and some more League of Villains, I'm cool. So with that being said, I'ma end this video. Thanks for watching. Johnny got out. Make sure to like and subscribe, and have a good day.